Hello, my name's Norrms, and at the age of 50, I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. I am now age 53, and I have every intention of beating it, but I might need a little bit of help, and that's why I'm here today. When I was first told I had Alzheimer's, I was absolutely devastated, because I'd lost my grandmother to this disease, and I'd also lost my father to this disease. So I've seen the destruction it causes, the pain it causes, the anger it causes, and the total confusion it causes. And to think I had all that to face was absolutely devastating. Yeah, I threw my toys at the pram. Yeah, I stamped my feet. Yeah, I said, oh, why me, why me? But eventually, with the support of my wonderful family and children around me, and of course my wonderful friends, not only physical friends, but cyber friends as well, from all around the world, I know I can beat this. And I know that eventually one day a cure will come. The worst time I think was last year. I was 2 years into my Alzheimer's and I lost my brother-in-law. It wasn't only my brother-in-law but my best friend. When he died, it left such a massive hole, not only for me, but for my children and grandchildren as well. And then one day we were sat, about a week or two later after the funeral, we were sat in our house, and all the children were here and the grandchildren, and then one of them piped up, "Grandad, are you going to die?" He's only 6. At that moment, the room fell silent, and I felt that every set of eyes were on me. I know what I wanted to say, and I know what I should have said. But for the first time in my life, I had to lie to my grandchildren and tell them, no, of course not. Your granddad's not going anywhere. Your granddad's always been here and always will be. What happened to Uncle was one of those things, and we all wish we could have him back. But it's not going to happen to your granddad. I couldn't believe I'd actually sat there for the first time and lied to my children. But I felt I had to, because this is what this disease does to you. This is what this disease turns you into. You become very, very good at hiding things, very good at hiding your feelings. Unlike me, I actually decided to do something about it and write my feelings down and explain how I feel on a day-to-day basis, as you all know. This disease affects people in different ways. Once you've seen one person with Alzheimer's, you've seen one person with Alzheimer's. But the one thing that isn't there is the publicity for it. It isn't there on the televisions, on the adverts, just like any other big charity says. I want dementia itself. I want it brought up to be with the big guys, like the Heart Foundations, like the Cancer UKs, like the Macmillans. I want dementia to be known and talked about. The reason why there's so much stigma is because people won't talk about it. And I always say, hey, here I am, come and talk to me. I'll tell you what my dementia's like. And the amount of people that's turned around and said, I never dreamt you could have dementia at your age. Or the most popular one is, you wouldn't think you had dementia the way you talk and the way I act. If you'd seen me 18 months ago, before I took the Abixa, I was living on the precipice of life and I was on the edge. I couldn't walk properly, I was stumbling, but thankfully because of this drug, I am now back to my normal self, more or less. But please understand that it is not a cure. It just staves off for a little while, and I do have my bad days. I still put my camera in the fridge. I still put my underwear down the toilet. I still throw cookware away and probably drive my Angel Elaine absolutely daft. But Elaine, just like all the other care workers like you out there, or caregivers, they all know that they'll never leave us, and we all know, I know, that we'll never be alone. And this is the point of the Dementia Awareness Day, or DAD Day, on September the 17th, to tell people that they're not on their own, to tell people without carers without family, without loved ones, that they don't have to go through this themselves, to have it talked about, to speak about it, shout about it, doesn't matter. There's no shame to it. Somebody once said to me, are you frightened of having Alzheimer's? I said, of course I am. I'm absolutely petrified. But they said, are you ashamed of it? Not one bit. Not one little bit. Why should I be? It's just an illness like any other illness. And if it does take me, at least we've got this day going. So from September the 17th this year, and hopefully every year from then on, we will carry on to raise awareness about dementia and all that entails. This is such an important day, guys. This is why we need your help. No matter where you are, no matter where you live, no matter where you work, even if it's just a case of throwing a few balloons up at 3 o'clock on Saturday, on the 17th on a Saturday afternoon, or having a party, or a bring and buy, or a bric-a-brac. If you want to make money for your own charities, that's absolutely fine. As long as we get that message out there, that we're no longer frightened of dementia, we're no longer going to have it in the shadows. It's our time now, and it's our time to bring it out of the shadows and into the open. And once that happens, funding will follow, then more funding, just like it did with the Heart Foundations and the cancer charities, and like it did with the HIV charities. And with more funding will come a cure. I'm sure of that. So on behalf of not only me, my family, children and many, many grandchildren, I would like to thank everybody on behalf of all those who have Alzheimer's or any kind of dementia who cannot talk for themselves. I would like to say thank you from all of them as well for getting involved in this day and making it the best dementia date on the dementia calendar. My name's Norrms. That's all from me. I live in Torquay, and that's the way it's going to be. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.